Hey guys, Alex with Precision Auto Source going over the 2013 turbocharged Scion FR-S. And excuse me if it's a little bit noisy here, a lot of traffic, busy day. I'm going to go over the whole car and point out some defects as I go along. Front of the car has some scratches over here, chips on the front bumper, normal road rash for a car with this age, nothing crazy. Gram light wheels, if anything it just has minor, this is not even a curb rash, that's just dirt on there. Very good condition. I'll try to make this camera focus a little bit better because it's pretty sunny over here. Right there has one where you see that paint missing, a little door ding that could be easily taken out. This wheel as well, absolutely no issues. None of the wheels are bent, obviously. A little bit of fading, I think that will polish out on the carbon fiber trunk. These tail lights, I'm told, are pretty rare and they don't make anymore. And those are real carbon fiber. Other wheel over here, again, no issues. And this one over here has a little bit of tiny curb rash over here, but this is barely even brushing it. I mean, a little bit scraped over here, but it's not gouged where it's beyond repair. So a little bit of sandpaper on there. Does have EBC red brake pads. Now, to go over a little bit about the car before I get into the modifications, this is a one-owner car. It was actually traded into me by the original owner. It was his baby, it was his pride and joy, so nothing was spared on the build of this car. It's in really good shape for the year. I'll pop it up now so you could have a closer look inside. Non-smoker, obviously that goes. No cigarette stains or burns, or very clean interior. See if I could show the back seat as well. I have probably put on this car, I want to say, to the tune of about 500 miles or so, maybe even more, with absolutely no issues. No check engine lights, no other lights. Clutch holds good. We'll go on a test drive. I will show you the operation. Now, this is a modified car. Just want to throw that out there. So if you're expecting it to be a stock car, it is not. Over $20,000 was spared, of which a receipt that I have posted up there for about $15,000 shows the engine build. This is a IAG Stage 2, the turbo kit. It was done by DRP. And there's the IAG stamp. I don't know if I could show it. So if you guys are looking at another one, make sure it has, that's the stamp for the engine block. There we go, we got it focused in. So it says engine number 06138. Everything is squeaky clean. Try to get in here. There are no leaks. Motul was used for the all the fluid changes, and it was done per IAG's requirement, where you have to change the oil. VIN numbers on both fenders shows that it wasn't in any front impact. That's an important thing to look at on Japanese cars. Crawford performance can, catch can, blow off valve. So it has a lot of modifications that I probably don't know about. What I know about is what he told me. One important thing that I want to mention, it has a Mishimoto cooling. The oil cooler, if you could see the oil cooler line right there, and it runs all over here, and this is loose, and I'll tell you why. The oil cooler is already in there, it's already installed, but it's not connected. I have everything that goes over here. I think it's called a sandwich plate that goes on the oil filter to hook up the oil cooler. The oil cooler was disconnected because IAG at the last minute said we will not warranty the engine if an oil cooler is put on. That's what I was told by the previous owner, and that's what he was told by DRP. So it was left disconnected. It's actually still under warranty. I believe they have a 2-year warranty. This is just under a year of the build, and they did not want any external factors to get mixed in the build. So that's why the oil cooler is disconnected. Also, you will notice that the oil pressure gauge, just want to see you this because you will see it will be fluctuating. That's the boost, but there's an oil pressure somewhere here. There it is, right here. Oil pressure plug right there. That was disconnected because it was used to hook up in the sandwich plate. Now, I did purchase a different fitting to go over there to hook up the oil pressure. It just hasn't been done. I will leave that to the next owner, but if you choose to hook it up, it's right there. We'll go for a quick test drive, show you the operation of the car. It did come with 2 keys. Once I find them here. All right. So it does have 2 keys. I got all the manuals. Off the radio here so we don't get censored. As you can see, boost gauge working. This one is not, just because it's not hooked up, so it's doing its weird thing. Oh, one important thing is you see the mileage over here, 109,289. This is what the original owner told me. When you click the auto trip, he had these saved in, so I did not reset them. First one is the mileage the engine build has on. Second one is the oil change. So at 3,000, obviously you would want to do an oil change. Well, it is synthetic motor, so more like 5,000, I would say. This would be the 3rd or 4th since the oil engine build, just because the specifications by IAG said to change it very frequent once the engine was installed. But we'll go for a quick operation here, just mainly to show you the clutch. Not anything crazy. This is just a presentation of the car. I might make another video with some pulls. This is first gear now. I'll try to get the boost gauge in there. Super fun car. It does have the little pop thing going on, but it's ridiculously, I think, fast for what it is, reliable. And that's another thing. The owner wanted a reliable daily driver with a little bit more power, and that's why he built the engine, and it's running low boost. Low boost meaning I think it's 10 psi or so. I'll focus in on that on the next pull, but it's nothing crazy. I believe per IAG's, from what I remember reading, it does support up to 600 horsepower. So if you want to go crazy big turbo, have at it. It is definitely capable. The hard part was done, and it could be built into a monster if desired. And I'm going to go on a boost gauge. So we're in 2nd gear now, just to do a quick pull. But again, it pulls pretty hard, even with the boost that it has right now. 6th gear, as you can see. Show you the gauges. What I'm going to do now is show you the clutch operation. So I'm going to try to focus in the RPM. Sorry about this glare here. It's Florida, so it's always sunny. So it's in 6th gear, 42 miles, and I'm flooring it right now. As you can see, absolutely no clutch slip. So low RPM, high gear. That was the 5th gear, 4th gear. Third gear. But also for you track addicts over there, the way this one is built as is sitting right now, I think would be a really reliable track car as well, with the proper suspension and tires, just because it's running low boost. But it makes the right sounds, handles phenomenally. A lot of you know this already. I was not really a big fan of these Scion Subarus, just because I never had a chance to drive one. But now that I have one in inventory and I have driven, especially turbocharged, it is very, very fun car. Very fun car. More pulls over there so you feel confident. As I said, it definitely was built right. And always cool downs were done. Never ran hot, never, you know, abused the vehicle. Even when I drove it, this is probably the most I've abused it here. There's no need to, because it's within the power band at all times with the turbo now. Shifting usually around 5,000 or so RPM, you have enough power to get you scooting around. Still good on gas, as long as you don't get on it. Still will do 35 miles a gallon. You get on it, then, you know, your best friend will be a gas station. And the pops and bangs, just to tell you, I've kind of figured it out. If you don't rest your foot after you would switch a gear, if you kind of don't rest your foot on a gas pedal, it won't do it. But if you rest your foot even a little tiny bit on a gas pedal, then it'll do the pop and bang thing. It shakes, no vibrations, it doesn't do anything crazy. Drives like it should. Now again, it is a modified car, I want to stress this. So it is not a stock car. So obviously with builds, problems might arise later. As it sits right now, there's absolutely no issues that I know of. So take it for what it's worth. I just want to fully disclose that. But overall, I think it's a solid vehicle. The way it sits, AC works really good. I don't know if you saw the mention in the receipt that the compressor needed replacing. That was not the case. When they did the build, I was told by a previous owner, and he actually showed me a text message. They forgot to plug the AC pressure switch in, so that's why they thought I needed a new compressor. But AC is ice cold, no issues at all. Books, manuals. Yeah, pretty nice car overall. The 5 gauges, those are not cheap. I think they're around $200 a pop. So it has some other stuff, as I said, that I don't know about, but are on here. I hope this video was helpful. And if you have any questions, please go ahead and text me or email me or call me. Thank you.